Hello everyone. So I had been very happy with my 3-ingredient chickpea pancake made with chickpea flour, water, and salt. And I was happy with it. I ate more than I usually do, like for maybe 1 or 2 weeks. I had a lot of it. I had a lot of chickpea in general, non-organic chickpea, until one morning I wake up with back pain. And I know how to tell. I can tell, when it's that kind of back pain that it's autoimmune. And then I was concerned, and I decided to run a quick search online. So I went to my university's database and I ran this search here, glyphosate residue in food. So I came across an interesting study. Glyphosate residue in legumes. The study was done by Ursiz University. I probably butchered the name here. Sorry, people from Turkey. And they basically tested for glyphosate residue in some samples of legumes. So here's some things that caught my attention. First of all, here in the introduction, determination of herbicide residues in the food samples such as vegetables, fruit juices, and meat has become popular. Interesting. Water also in many places have been contaminated with glyphosate too. So basically they got samples from a market and then they tested those samples for glyphosate residue, and here's what they found. Like if you take a look at this table here, it was only 3 samples though. I thought, it could be more, but anyways, I found that chickpea was the number 1, at least in Turkey, right? But that represents like probably a lot of other places, it's the same reality. So when we see here chickpea, and then they have red lentil, and then they have beans, and after those 3 legumes, they have rice and wheat and corn. So legumes having more glyphosate even than rice and wheat and corn. Because what I was doing before, I was eating like grains. I would buy organic grains like rice and wheat and corn, that kind of stuff. I would eat always organic, but I didn't buy legumes organic. But I just found out that, updating myself, I just found out that not only legumes have Roundup, I had heard it before. Like I have a friend in the area, he said they're just using Roundup in everything. But like this study here, like opened my eyes to see that it's not only there is Roundup or glyphosate in legumes, but there's actually more, depending on the sample, I guess. There's actually more than in grains. And the conclusion here says, despite the volatility of the herbicide Roundup, right, which contains glyphosate, it was determined in the legume samples, meaning it can evaporate really quickly, but it was still in the samples. According to European Food Safety Authority, data's maximum residue level of the herbicide 0.1 and found levels of the herbicide prove that uncontrolled use of some pesticides in agriculture. So proves the uncontrolled use of some pesticides in agriculture. It's bad enough that they use Roundup in food, lying to you, saying it's safe when it's not safe. There are many studies that show it. I can talk about it in another video, but people don't even respect the regulations. This is from Turkey, right? I know no country is really perfect on that, I think, but I know that in Brazil, also like from people I know who work in the industry, they just don't respect the regulations. They use a lot more than they're supposed to use. They even use illegal substances sometimes in Brazil. So it's pretty bad. Like food is all contaminated. So like this makes me think, we need to go organic as much as we can. And not only go organic, but like grow your own food. If you have some space, some room, like there are even techniques to grow things inside your home. You know, we can maybe explore that later, but that's the message here for now. Or even like there are ways you can remove some of the pesticides, but the best thing, you know, go organic, grow your own food as much as possible. And so yeah, this is what I want to share today. You can leave your comments. You can comment about anything. You can comment about my hair that I cut myself because I cannot go to a barber because of this isolation. But I don't want you to comment, I mean negative comments. I don't want any negative comments on this because my 3-year-old son, he painted this for me, okay? So, well, be healthy everyone, and I'll see you in the next video.